Hi, Angela Wolf here, fashion designer and online instructor. And in this episode, I'm going to show you how to take a sports bra and add a cute section at the bottom to turn it into a tank. But not only that, we're going to add a cute pleat. All right, so a few episodes ago, we made the sports bra. And I left these pieces here with the pattern so you can see the changes. So here's the top. And instead of adding the little binding, we're going to add a tank. So the first thing you need to do is measure on your body from where you want the sports bra, the bottom of it, how long you want your hem, okay? Once you have that, so I'm just gonna move this out of the way for now. Let's just say this is where my sports bra ended. Just for sake, I'm gonna move this out of the way for now. I've taped an extra piece of paper on here, and along that grain line, I'm lining this on the grain line, and I'm just gonna give myself a guide. So let's just say this is where the top that we have was for now. All right, so how long do we want this to go? I'm gonna measure from the center back down, wherever you want that to go. Now, to make the pleat, if you look closely up here, this pleat goes in and out. And I can measure, it's about 1 inch on each side. So remember, it's folded in half. So I've already cut this out, but I wanna show you what it looks like. So we have gone out about 1.25 inches. You could even go out 1.5 inches if you wanted to. And then from there, I want to line up on the grain line, draw myself a line going out. Now, one more thing you could do is you could angle this out a little bit, but the thing is we want to cut this on the fold. So if you want this pleat to be wider, then you could slash from the hem up and spread this apart, but we're not doing that. We're just gonna keep it straight like that, and that's this piece right here. All right? And then on the back, I mean, this is the front. Whatever the measurement here is, you're gonna do the same thing from here down, and here's my front piece. So let me show you how to make that pleat. So the first thing you wanna do is after it's cut on the fold, I put a little snip for my center back piece, and then I wanna put a snip right where this seam is. That's how wide I want my top when I'm finished. So I'm gonna go to the sewing machine. I'm gonna fold this. Fold this in. This is how wide we want the shirt. That needs to fold right to that center part. So this is on, there you go. This is from the right side of the fabric, just to give you a little heads up on that. And I'm just gonna run a basting stitch for now because I always wanna make sure that this works. You never know. And I'm just gonna stitch a little ways across that. And now we're gonna take this one, I'm gonna put my needle in the up position. I'm folding it right on that fold, that little snip, and folding it right to the center. And again, let's go ahead and stitch that. And there, that's how easy it is to put a pleat in there. Now let's go back up here. If you look a little closer to this here, it's exactly the same thing we just did, but I'm gonna need to give it just a smidge of a pressing, and then I'm gonna show you how to attach the bottom section. So what I would do next is I would sew together my entire top, and then I would sew the back to the front, just like you would a regular tank top. So with right sides together, let's go ahead and stitch that. And I am using a 4-thread overlock on this, again, just because I want the strength. Stitch the other side seam. I'm going to press this to the wrong side. Wrong side. Now, by the way, if you already have a sports bra that you took the bottom off, you could still make an extra piece out of other fabric to add to your shirt. Doesn't have to start from scratch for those of you that like to refashion. It'd be the same process. So there's my front, there's my back. I'm actually just gonna attach the back for now. What you would do is you would sew together the front and the back together on the side seams, on each side seam. And when you're finished, you're gonna attach the entire piece all the way around with right sides together to here. But for now, I'm just gonna attach the back piece just to show you what that ends up looking like. So let's get rid of the front for now. There we go. So this is the back. Again, you'd be stitching this all the way around. There you go. Now, when I go to attach this, you want to make sure that neither of these are stretching. And if you have any problems, you could add elastic or clear elastic if you had to. So a little further, and when I get to the pleat, you want to make sure that's laying nice and flat. All right, we're just going to go over the pleat. And then I'll end this when we get close to the side seam and go back up there and show you what this looks like. I'm just going to serge off. And again, if we had the sides sewn together, we would have sewn all the way around. And here is the back. You can see that pleat just lays, it'll open at the bottom, it stays closed at the top. If you have any problems with this stretching, again, use clear elastic. And then your last step is going to be to fold up this bottom edge, press it, and then either run it through the cover stitch or you can use a twin needle on the sewing machine. So again, looking closely at the top, on the sides, all of this is attached all the way around. The pleat hangs open, it's hemmed, and that's how simple it is to turn a sports bra into a tank top.